Wow, we're really doing this. This is amazing. Welcome everyone to the Angel Dialogues, March 1st, 11:44 a.m. PDT. I would really like to welcome you for those of you who are returning and for anyone who's listening on the post uploading of this. If you are here and you're here on purpose, if you could say hello, please, in the chat. I would love to know who's here. Please just go ahead and say your name, where you're from, and go ahead and let me know ahead of time if you'd like to ask a question today. And if you'd like, you can go ahead and ask that question. There will be, this is my first time doing a YouTube live, there will be slight delay between what I'm saying and me receiving your comments and your questions from the comment section. And please, slight disclaimer, let me know if there's any technical difficulties and we can get those taken care of. Okay, wonderful. Okay, I see Chica from Maryland. Chica, are you Sochima's sister? Also from Maryland. And Melinda in Paulsville. Oh my goodness. Hi, sweetheart. So great to hear from you. And Rebecca, hi, love. So great to have you on today. Yeah, this is a different format for those of you who have done the Angel Dialogues before. It's different for me. And I just want to start with a little grounding meditation. So everyone, go ahead and close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Center your energy in the third eye, just between and above the eyebrows. Flow your breath there. Flow all your concerns and your worries there. Flow your feelings there. Flow your love there. This is your connection to the divine inside of you. This is your connection to all that is, all that you are. Breathe into it and out of it. Breathe through it and from it. Now place both hands over your heart. Begin to bring that life force energy, that prana, into the heart space. And challenge your breath to be felt by your hands on the outside of your body. Try to feel that prana through the skin into the hands as you breathe in. And breathe out through the skin into the hands. Speak to your heart now. Ask your heart what it wants. Ask your heart what it wants. What do you want? What do you want to know? What do you want to say? What do you want to do? And for some of you, your heart won't want to speak. It will just want to be with you. Go ahead and bring the prana, the life force energy, down farther into the chakra system, down all the way into the root chakra at the base of the spine. Feel the energy going from the prana, coming in the mouth, through the throat chakra, down through the heart space, the upper abdomen, lower abdomen, down into that lower spine area. And then feel that energy flowing into both hips, down both legs, down into both feet, out to the bottoms of both your feet, down into the ground beneath you. Flowing, growing roots into the ground beneath you, joining with the roots of the plant kingdom, the fungi kingdom, which is the largest kingdom that exists. Flowing down 10,000 feet into and through the earth, and all the way down, growing all those roots, those energetic roots, all the way down into the core of the earth, wrapping those roots around the core of the earth, saying, hello, core of the earth. Feeling the energy of the cosmos coming in through the crown, just at the center of the head, at the top of the head, flowing then into your third eye, dancing that energy from the third eye, joining with the prana coming in through the mouth into the throat chakra. Now mixing this earth energy from the crown into the root, all the way from the top of the head down into the bottoms of the feet. Feeling your connection. You are the conduit of earth and cosmic energy. You are beloved. Take a deep breath here. Blow it out your mouth. Now I can feel some of you are super excited. I feel some excitedness. I see that Rebecca is asking about a popping sound. Does anyone hear a popping sound as in an end? Is that distracting to you? It might just be, I just need to hook this mic, I think, because otherwise it was swinging around. Let me know if that's better and that's a little less distracting. It seems like I'm having a little delay on the live stream as far as having a real-time effect from your live chat. Okay, so there is a popping, but it's not distracting. I guess, this is kind of the prototype, right? This is the first round of this. So when I hear back, when we finish the recording, I'll be able to get a better idea of what you're hearing. Okay, that sounds good. Thank you, Melinda. So welcome once again, and it looks like most of you have been on the Angel Dialogues before, so that's fun. And for those of you who haven't, welcome one more time. So how this is going to flow differently than we've done before is I'm going to say a prayer to the Creator. I'm going to call the angels in, and when the angels come in, they'll say, why are you wanting to be with us? And we'll see where they want to go from there. They might want to say a message to the group. They might want to call on one of you. And I am getting, I think it's the mic. Okay, so I'll check into that later and see if I can work with different mics the next time, and we'll do a test run. Thanks for being here, Master of Ecstasy. So we're going to do a prayer to the Creator. We're going to call the angels in. They might do a group message, or they might call in one of you. But I'm getting a feeling like it will be easier. This is just from my standpoint. If you go ahead and if you have a question for us, if you go ahead and write your question out, because it seems that the live chat is not as real time as I would like it to be. So go ahead, if you have a question, write your question out, and we'll just see how it flows, right? Easy breezy, Sunday morning, in the flow. I've got my beautiful cacao here that I'm drinking. I hope you guys have a nice warm drink. I'm sitting here in Washington State overlooking the bay, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. I could see Anderson Island in the distance, and there's ferries that are about to cross the bay, and there's a train track where trains come. It's a sunshiny day, although it's cold outside, and I'm just so grateful to be alive and to be here. And I will go ahead and start to say the prayer to the Creator. And for those of you, again, who would like to ask a question, go ahead and write your question down. I think, so Chima had said she would like to ask a question. So if you're not already, so Chima, go ahead and write that down. Creator of all things, thank you so much for your light. You're amazing. Thank you for this beautiful day, this beautiful connection, this beautiful power that we have, the lightness that we are. Thank you for just being everything. I command to be connected to the angels that are the highest vibration, that are in alignment with the Creator's vibration, that are in alignment with the highest, most truest sense of who we are, which, as the angels like to say, is nothing we can actually think about or pinpoint. We are those spaces in between the thoughts, and how beautiful it is. Thank you for connecting with us, with the angels, for the highest and best good of all loving beings in the highest and best way. Thank you, Creator. It is done. It is done. It is done. Why are you wanting to be with us? That was Rachel laughing. Why are you wanting to be with us? We are so happy to be here. When you are ready, we will begin. We are wanting to ask what everyone is wanting. Ask your question with your heart and we will respond. Everything you are wanting is just around the corner. We are just joking. Everything you are wanting is where you are. Yes, you are thinking it is just around the corner. Everything you are wanting is just where you are. Nothing you have ever wanted was around the corner. Think about that. Nothing you have ever wanted was just around the corner. When you are asking us your questions, you are already answering yourself. When you are asking your questions, you have already received your answers. It was never around the corner. You were never asking anyone outside of yourself. And yet you are still waiting for the answer. And for all of you are wanting us to say what you are wanting us to say. And yet you have already said it to yourselves. So we are asking you to call it absolutely what it is. We are only here to confirm what you already know. What you already have always known. Nothing is outside of your reach. Nothing is outside of your wanting. We are wanting to speak with Sochima. You have been getting a lot of signs, but you have not been asking the questions that you are wanting the answers to. You have not been asking what you are wanting. You have only been asking what is this meaning? You have not been asking what you are wanting. You have only been asking, what is this meaning? You are needing to ask what you are wanting. Ask yourself that question. What am I wanting? And get really clear about what you are wanting. Nothing is outside of your reach. Nothing is outside of your reach. Nothing has ever been outside of your reach. And nothing that you have asked about the meaning has any meaning outside of what you are wanting it to mean. Each time you are asking us what anything means, we are asking you, what are you wanting it to mean? And you are asking us, what does it mean? And we are asking you, what do you want it to mean? And you are asking us, what does it mean? And we are asking you, what do any of you want any of anything to mean for you? What brings you joy? What makes you feel like, and then you are doubting yourself. Whenever you are asking and you are telling us what you are wanting it to mean, you are doubting yourself. You are saying, it can't possibly mean that. But there is nothing outside that has not already been inside. There is nothing that you can see with your eyes, nothing you can experience with your skin, with your nose, with your ears, that was not already inside. You are thinking you have only experienced what you think of yourself in this, what you call lifetime. But you have created all that you see. You have created everything. And so you are thinking that there are signs coming from someone outside of yourself, when in reality, everything you experience has come from inside. And that is why it is so important for you to be the one to decide. You are getting the feeling like you should rest because you are wanting to rest. You are getting the feeling like you should work because you are wanting to work, but it's not for the reason that you are thinking it is. You are thinking you are wanting to work because you are thinking you are having to work. You are thinking you are wanting to rest because you are thinking you are having to rest. But you are not having to rest. You are not having to work. Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. Yes,
To all the people
exactly.
questioning right now, questioning what kind of salad costs $14.
You are having to do nothing. Absolutely nothing. There was never anything you were having to do. Nothing outside of you. Everything inside of you. Nothing outside of you. Everything inside of you. Nothing outside of you. Everything inside of you. Ask yourself, why do I think I have to rest? And write that down. Why do I think I have to rest? Because I am afraid of ... Then ask yourself, why do I think I have to work? Because I am afraid of ... And those are what you are wanting to release. That everything is out of my control. When in reality, you are creating every pathway to fear. You have created every pathway to your fears. You. Not any circumstance, not any trauma, not any drama, not any person, not anybody, 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 not anybody. And when you can say, I want to rest because it feels great. I want to work because it feels great. That is when you will know what you are wanting. And when you are in the position where you are not feeling like doing anything, all of you, especially Rachel, every single one of you are always so hard on yourself when you are not feeling like doing anything. Why? Ask yourselves, why am I so upset when I don't feel like doing anything at all? You don't even feel like meditating. You don't even feel like channeling. You don't even feel like having a bite to eat or taking a sip of water. And you don't even feel like going to your favorite shop and go coffee shop. You are so having such a hard time understanding this feeling of not feeling like doing anything. You think to yourself, at least I should feel like praying. At least I should feel like going outside and getting some sun, or feel like exercising, or feel like going into nature. That was Rachel. But why are you so focused on what you are wanting to feel instead of just being? Take a moment now. Every one of you is who you are because you have wanted to. We are wanting to be with you, Jada. We are wanting to be with you, Jada. We are going to speak with Melinda first. We are wanting you to know, Melinda, that every part of you is what you are. You have been trying to get away from many parts of what you think you are. Listen to that distinguishment. You have been trying to get away from every part of what you think you are. But none of that is what you actually are. Each of you have been trying to get away from parts of you that you think you are. You have identified with these parts of you as if it is what and who you are. You are not mean. You are not selfish. You are not bossy. You are not everybody's friend. You are not You are not unpopular. You are not unpopular. What you are thinking about yourself is not what you are. None of what you are thinking all the time. All the time you are thinking about all of these parts of you that are not what you are. What if you can take a step outside of that person you think you are and observe that person you think you are and love what you see, but also not feel attachment to what you see? Yes, you are everything. You are soaring every moment. But how can you soar if you are not in your body? How can you soar if you are not in your spirit? How can you soar if you are not willing to be with the senses that are able to give you the feeling of soaring? Does that make sense? You are needing to be in your spirit and in your body in order to feel like you are soaring. That is where your senses are, in your body. And the feeling is from your spirit. But you cannot feel the feeling until you are in your senses. Everyone can try this. Everyone can try this. You can ask yourself the question, what do I need to feel in order to feel like I am soaring? Feel it in your body. What do you need to feel in order to feel like you are soaring? Feel it in your body. What you are feeling is what you are having, because you are experiencing what you have created with your mind. Every part of you is wanting to soar. And it was only a matter of you allowing yourself to focus on what you were wanting to feel. We were speaking with Rachel yesterday, and she was at the river. She was at the river. And when she was at the river, she wasn't at the river. The river is her favorite place to go. She was laying herself on a log like she usually does. She was laying with her back on the log and looking up at the trees. She was hearing the sound of the river. But she was only there for moments before her mind took her away from where she was. She was only where she loved to be the most, at the river, before her mind took her away. She was thinking about this dialogue with you today. She was thinking about where she needed to travel. She was thinking about all the things she wanted to do to complete her project. She was thinking about her relationships. She was thinking about her future husband. And here is the irony. The day before that, she spent more time at the river when she was meditating. And she was not even at the river with her body. She spent way more time at the river in her meditation than she did when she was there. In your timing, she was meditating for maybe 10 minutes. And she was actually at the river, the physical river, for more than a half an hour. But she spent more time at the river when she was meditating. And she received the benefit of connecting with nature more in her meditation than when she was actually there. Do you already know what you are wanting? Do you already know what you are wanting to feel? Can you imagine it? Can you imagine what you are wanting to feel? it is necessary for you to imagine what you are wanting to feel in order to feel it. You are all, every one of you, all, each and every one of you, you are every one of you, each and every one of you, each and every one of you are actually able to be wherever you are thinking you are wanting to be right now. It is wanting is different than willing. So, Sochima and Melinda and each one of you, are you able to shift your mind into being willing to be where you are wanting to be without actually physically being there? You will receive the benefit. You will align your vibration with whatever you are thinking about. If you feel that your body feels better and your body is healing when you are in nature, and your body is healing when you're not in Wi-Fi and cellular zones, then you are simply needing to sit there in your mind. And your body will receive the benefit. It does receive the benefit. You are understanding. Yes, we are knowing that you are here, David. We are loving you. Yes, we are knowing you are here. If we are not answering your questions in full, we are wanting you to ask another question. However, we can feel a connection with you, Melinda. You have understood us. We are wanting to ask you a question, just to ask yourself. Ask yourself, why am I wanting what I am wanting? And that is what you are actually wanting. Each of you, ask yourself that same question. Why am I wanting what I am wanting? And that is what you are actually wanting. Yes, we are hearing you, Rebecca. Rachel is wanting to take a sip of her cacao. She wants to say cheers. She is wanting to let you know that she loves this Sunday morning. She misses hearing your voices, but she can feel your energy. She can feel your energy. She can feel whatever you are feeling. And you are all able to feel what she is feeling too. Each of you has that capability. You can feel her too. She is wanting to let you know that she has what it takes to be where she is wanting to be. Wherever you are is where I am wanting to be. I am what you are. Wherever you are is where I am wanting to be. Yes. Okay, guys, this is Rachel. That was my husband coming through. Oh, goodness. All kinds of fun things when you open yourself up, huh? Yeah, and that was the angels before giving me a message about what had been asking about with my heart. And I don't often channel them out loud like this. It just doesn't flow for me like it does for me channeling for other people. So thank you for being with me and being present. And I'm going to let them come through again. And I love you too. Oh, goodness. We are wanting to be with Rebecca. Rebecca, we are wanting to be with you every time. Wherever you are is where we are. Wherever you are is where we are. Wherever we are is where you always have been. You already know. What are you wanting to do with your life in your daily offering to Spirit? Whatever you are wanting to do is what we are wanting you to do. Yes, you can separate yourself from your doingness, and this will help you a lot. You can separate your idea of your worthiness from your doingness. You can separate yourself from your idea of your worthiness with your doingness. All of you can do the same. You can repeat after us. I release that I am what I am doing. I release that I am what I am doing. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? Isn't that so funny? I release that I am what I am doing. You are not what you are doing. And this is the funny part. You are also not what you are not doing. You are not what you are not doing. That is not who you are. You are what you are. Everything is 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 what you are. But the action is not. Everything is what you are. But the action is what you are wanting. And you are showing what you are wanting by what you are doing. So if you continue to do something you are not wanting to do, you are saying, I want to do this. Does that make sense? I want more of everything I am wanting when I am doing it. So stop doing what you are not wanting to do. It is so simple and so hard, we know. Yes, we know. We are wanting to let you know that we are wanting to acknowledge that you are what you call, what you are mostly doing what you are wanting to do. What we are wanting to say is you are not doing it when you are wanting to do it. You are not doing it when you are wanting to do it. You can love to go jogging. You can love to go swimming. You can love to go hang out with your girlfriend and have a cup of tea. But if you are not doing it when you are wanting to, it will feel like you are working in the coal mines again. It will feel like you are a slave again. Some of you are not wanting to hear that. And some of you are so happy to hear that. So wait just a second before you do what you think you have always loved. And ask yourself, what am I wanting to do right now? And see if what you think you are wanting to do is the same. Everyone is where you are because you are wanting to be. And there is nothing that has ever been wrong with you. There is nothing that has ever been wrong with you. And yes, you can do what you are wanting to do when you are wanting to do it. Yes, you can. 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 Yes, why are you asking us if you are not able to? Anything you ask us if you can do, you can already do. Anything you can think about, imagine, is something you already can do. All that is between what you are wanting and what you are thinking you are wanting is thinking you can have what you are wanting. It is only a change of your mind. So, Rebecca, we are only wanting you to do one thing. One thing. We are only wanting you to change your mind. That is all we are asking you to do. Change your mind. You are not someone who is close-minded. You are trying to convince yourself of that, but that is not who you are. You are not what you call close-minded. None of you are. None of you have ever been. But you are trying to convince yourselves that you are. You are trying to convince yourselves that there is only one way that I can have what I'm wanting, and it is the path of the most resistance. It is the hardest way. That is the only way I can have what I'm wanting, and that is why I'm stalling, because there is only one way, and it's hard, and I don't like it, and it's the only way, and it's the only way, and there's this big huge wall right in front of me, and I have to climb it in order to have what I'm wanting. Here is a secret that is not a secret. There are always more than one ways. Yes, we said that on purpose. There is always more than one ways to have what you are wanting. Why? Because that is the law. Whatever you are wanting is what you are. And you are a being who always has choice. Would it make sense for you to only have one choice? Is it a choice if there is only one option? Is that a choice? If there is only one way, is that a choice? You are thinking the choice is I can either have it or not have it. But we are wanting to say that always there are two options for you to have what you are wanting. Have what you are wanting. And every option involves you changing your mind a little bit, at least a little bit. There are two options. You are thinking that there is only one. You will not receive the answer when you are speaking with us. You will receive the answer when you are sitting with yourself in a quiet place. Then you will receive the answer. Let us know if we are answering your question. We are loving you, Rebecca. And we have always, every time, been supportive of who you are. We are wanting to speak with Jada. Jada, 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 Jada. Jada, Jada, Jada. We have been wanting to speak with you. Yes. We are going to speak where you are. Yes, we are going to speak where you are. You are believing that you are not where you think you are. And that is a good thing. None of you are where you are. Each of you are where you think you are. Does that make sense? And if you are able to manage to just a little bit shift your thinking of where you are into a place that feels really great, that is actually where you are. Don't be fooled by what you see with your eyes. Where you actually are, where your body feels like you are, is where you think you are. Close your eyes and think that you are everywhere you want to be. And you are there. That is your reality. You are there. Rachel wants us to talk about Nelson Mandela in the prison, but she will. Sorry, this is me coming through. Woo. I'm going to bring the angels back in. Research Nelson Mandela and what he had to do to change his mind in prison when we're not doing this session. Okay, hold on. Oh, that's just me. Whew, okay. Each one of you is where you are wanting to be. We are wanting to speak with Jada. Jada, 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 Jada. There is nothing wrong with you. There has never been anything wrong with you. Where you are is where you are wanting to be. It is where you are wanting to be. You are needing only to shift your thinking a little bit, because you have been doing so good. Yes, you have. 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 No, we are not wanting anyone to think, oh, it could have been worse. Yes, so many of you have been thinking that way. It could have been worse. I need to look at myself on this spectrum of good and bad and see where I am on this universal spectrum of good and bad and say to myself, well, it could have been worse. At least it wasn't worse, and that's how I make myself feel better. It could have been worse, and it was worse, and it has been worse. And that's where I'm going to help myself to feel better. When in reality, there is no spectrum of good and bad. there is only what you are feeling now. And in comparing yourself to how you used to feel, whether it was better or worse, you are not only invalidating what you are feeling, you are not only invalidating what you are feeling, you are asking yourself to compare yourself to an old paradigm, when in reality you are existing in something that is not related at all to what you have experienced in what you call the past. At all. 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 We are loving you. We have always loved you. We will always love you. We have always and every time and every moment been where you are. And even when you were resisting us, even when you were telling us in your way that you were not worthy of our presence, that you were being too aggravated, that you were being too afraid, that you were being too angry. Even in those moments, we were right there with you, loving you, answering your questions to yourself in a way that you would hear them, as you were not listening to yourself. When you are ready, we will answer any more questions. We are wanting to speak with David, 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 David. Rachel is saying that we will end the session early today. She is wanting to make sure that everyone is getting what they are needing and wanting to listen to the replay. And she is wanting to get outside in the sunshine and wanting you to get outside wherever you are, in your mind. So if you are having a question and you are wanting to ask another question, that is okay. You can ask it now, and we will answer any of your questions. Any of your questions. Hi, 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 hi. We are always where you are, David. Wherever you are is where we are. Every time, wherever you are is where we are. Every time, wherever you are is where we are. Every time. Each one of you is asking us in your own way whether we will respond to you like that in the future. We are always excited to see every one of you in this way. We have always been with you all the time, and we are always excited to be with you in this way. We are only reflecting the amount of excitement that you have to be with us. Does that make sense? Think about someone in your experience. This is what one of you is asking. Think about someone in your experience that is never excited to see you. Never excited to see you. Think about that energy. That is how you were feeling about yourself. That energy was how you were feeling about yourself. There's nothing wrong with what you were feeling. But it was never anyone outside of you that was feeling that way. Even if they said it with their words, they had to have been reflecting what you were feeling about yourself. Nothing is impossible for you. This is what we are wanting to say. Nothing is impossible for you, David, and any of you. We have already received your typed message. We are speaking to your heart. Nothing is impossible for you. Nothing. And that is why you are afraid. Because you are believing that anything is impossible. That is why you are afraid. We are feeling where you are. There is nothing that is not where you are. Everything you see in the distance, around the corner, is where you are now. It is only your willingness to spend time there, in that place with your mind. Your willingness to believe that you are worthy, that you are innately worthy, and that your worthiness is not attached to anything you are doing or not doing. Nothing you are doing, not even your prayers, not even your meditations, not even your yoga, not even your asking what you are asking. Nothing is attached to your worthiness. Your worthiness is completely detached from any non-doingness or doingness. Try to comprehend that. Yes, 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 exactly. Each of you is not who you think you are. None of you has ever been who you think or have thought you were. None of you have ever been who you think or have thought you were. And you will never be who you will think you are. So why don't you just let go of that? You are everything. It cannot be quantified. It cannot be thought. It cannot be recognized. It is what you are. You are what is in between the spaces. In between the spaces, in between the spaces. In between the spaces. You cannot be what you call identified. And when you understand your willingness and your wantingness to be all that you are, connect with all that you are outside of your identifications, you will no longer be afraid. Every time. Nothing will scare you. Nothing. Literally nothing. That is what is possible for you, as that is what you are having already. And the more time you spend with your mind sitting in that place of I am everything, and I am scared of nothing, and I am all things, and all things are possible for me,
the more you will step into what you are as your reality. We are wanting to say that we are asking so much of what you are without knowing each of you in a way that you are wanting us to know you. Does that make sense? We are not ever going to know you in the way that you are wanting us to know you, by your deeds. We will never know you by your deeds. Not one deed. One. And yet we know everything about you. We know all that you are. And we are sitting in the truth of what you are. Let us know if we have answered your question, David. We are going to answer another question, and then we will have a closing prayer. Sochima, why is it hard to let go of things and people? It is because you are believing that you are someone that has a hard time letting go of things and people. You can laugh about that. Rachel had the same problem. She was having a lot of, she's not wanting us to say, but she was having a lot of attachments. That is okay for us to say. To mostly people, not so much things. And she will tell you herself when she is ready. It is not what she was doing. It was what she was believing. It was not what she was doing. It was what she was believing. She was not wanting to believe that it was okay to let go of someone. Because if it was okay to let go of someone, it was okay for anyone else to let go of her. Does that make sense? Yes, we understand that you are having a good time with us and that you are wanting to be with us more. That was for David. Sochima, you are simply wanting to release that you are someone that can't let go of anything you are wanting to let go of. At least what you are thinking you are wanting to let go of. And you are wanting to release that it is wrong for someone to let go of you. You already know how to do that, but we will guide you through so everyone can do it also. You can repeat after us. I release that it is wrong for myself to let go of myself. That is hard. And you are doing a great job of releasing. I release that it is wrong for myself to ask myself to leave. I release that I have to ask myself to leave, and that I have to let go of myself. I release that I am all of these, what I feel are negative qualities that I see in this person that I'm wanting to let go of. I release that I am all of these negative qualities that I see in this person I am wanting to let go of. And as I release them, I admit that I have believed that I am those things. To myself. Good. I release all of every story that I've told myself about this. I release every story that I've told myself about this. I release that it is a big deal and that it is wrong to feel this way. I release that I am trapped. That I have nowhere to go. That I have to do this thing. I have to do this thing. I release that I am someone that is trapped and that has nowhere to go and that I have to do this thing. I release all of the drama around this. All of the drama. And I create that I am someone that is what I am. And that I am someone that doesn't have to do anything in order to have what I want. And that I am someone who accepts everything about myself. And loves myself through all of the things that I think I am, regardless of what anyone else says. And that is okay. And I know what that feels like. We are wanting to share with each of you before we go in this way. Wherever you are is where you are wanting to be. Wherever you think you are is where you are. So change your mind about where you think you are. And then you will reap the benefits in your body, in your soul, in your mind, in your heart. Be willing to think you are where you are not. You know what we are wanting to say. We are loving you. We have always loved you. We will always love you. There was never anything wrong with you. Nothing. No, not that. Not that. Not that. There was nothing. We are loving you. We have always loved you. We will always love you. Wherever you are is where we are. Wherever you have always been is where we have always been. Wherever you are wanting to be is where we are wanting to be. There there is nothing else for us to say. Yes, we will speak to you when we are off the phone. We are loving you. We are loving you. We have always loved you. We will always love you.
Some of you are still shifting. This is Rachel. So if you can, if you have the time and space, honor that you're still shifting. I can feel you still shifting. And just give yourself a couple minutes to just sit where you are. Don't get up and do the next thing yet. Just be with yourself. This has been such a beautiful session for me. And of course, I do miss hearing your voices. So I'm willing to get your feedback as far as how it went for you. For those of you who did not sign up on my email list or are not on my email list, please sign up. For those of you who have not sent me a direct email as far as wanting the replay to this session, please directly email me via my website. I hope you have the most beautiful, amazing, lovely, wonderful day. Please drink lots and lots of water today. Be gentle with yourself. Pay attention to your guidance system, what feels good, for how long it feels good. And just be really loving, aka just be who you are. I love you so much. I'm going to stay online probably just another 2 minutes to make sure that I get all your finishing messages, because there is a delay, I think, on my end. But I'll just hold space. I'm going to turn some Reiki music on, and I'll just hold space while you guys shift. And I'll give you 2 minutes, and then we'll end at essentially 1 p.m. Thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you.